Hello, welcome back. Woodley here, and in this video we're going to be talking about foundation water management systems. You can see over here in the corner we've got the piping that is going to be going in for our footer drain, and I just want to walk you around the foundation and show you what we're going to be doing to make sure that we take care of water. I was listening to a discussion with, or a talk from Jordan Peterson the other day, and he was talking about preparing for the flood and the difference between New Orleans versus Holland. And in a building, one of the number one enemy, as Steve Basic said, is water. And so you have to be very thorough in your planning on how you're going to take water away, particularly at the foundation level. And I'll show you how we're approaching that here. First off, let me show you the material that we're going to be using here for our footer drain. You can see we've got this pipe here. The pipe has holes in it. We want those holes because what we're trying to solve with a footer drain is we're trying to deal with hydrostatic pressure. That's the pressure of the water in the ground coming up, and we want it to come up and into the bottom of these pipes. You also see here that we have a fabric, so when the pipe gets laid down, there will be the pipe will be laid down, gravel will cover it, and then we're going to cover the top of that with this fabric so that the sand and the silt doesn't drain down and clog up these holes, which would prevent the drain from functioning properly. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is the kind of the back wall of the house. Now we have a step down foundation, and so, but we're also on the downslope here, continuing into a downslope. So as you're looking here, if I just kind of show you down here, what we have going for us in this site is we have excellent draining soil. You'll notice a lot of sand and some rock here. So this gravel, and kind of confirmed to me from our builder and from the mason, saying you're not going to have water problems on this. And so even though we have such good draining soil, we still want to take this kind of necessary insurance measures. And so the first thing that you notice is that we have a liquid asphalt applied product here as a water dampening. Now that's not a waterproofing material, it's a water dampening. If we had more of an issue with more hydrostatic pressure, then we probably would have chosen an actual waterproofing material there. And now then the piping that I just showed you, that's what's going to go along these footer here at the base of the footer. That pipe will go in. We'll put a little bit of rock in first, the pipe, and then some more gravel on top, rock on top of that, filter fabric, and then we can backfill in. They're going to be working on that later today. And that drain is going to run all the way around the foundation, the full perimeter of it here. And we have gravity here, so what we can do is what they refer to as drain to daylight. So this pipe will go down along the base here. It'll connect all the way around from here, and then we will drain that out. And when you're draining that out, one of the things that you want to make sure is that we're not draining to the same area where our septic field is, because we don't want that water messing up the leach field of our septic. So that's what we need to keep in mind. in the middle of this footer drain phase. So what you're seeing here is a lot of clean rock that has been laid down, and that is covering our footer drain, which is down here at the base of the footer. So this runs all the way around the perimeter of this, and you see the big excavator up there. Here last evening putting this on, we got a lot of stone. On top of that stone, the filter fabric is going to come back on, and then what we can use is, because we have, you know, such sandy soil here, we can use this to backfill. So if you're not familiar with sandy soil, the water is going to run through it quickly. Whereas if you have clay soil, what you face in a situation like this where you're backfilling is you don't want to put that clay right up against your foundation wall, because the clay is going to retain the moisture. But you would be trucking in sand and gravel to put in this. In this situation, we've got it here. It's what this is, so it works out really well. So laying that fabric on top of it, then backfilling in with what we have here. But you see this perimeter drain runs all the way down and comes here. This is the southeast corner, is going to be the exit point for the perimeter drain. So it meets up here, and same thing we have coming down on this side. So I was here yesterday and was kind of digging out this spot around the footer just to make it a little easier, have a flat surface for it. And then we took a 45 fitting here, put that 45 fitting in to run that pipe here down along this side, and then filled it in here with rock. Now on the inside, you also need to be kind of preparing for the situation where if you have water that comes underneath your slab for any given reason. And so, as I mentioned in an earlier video, you can see it perhaps down in this one. There's a little drain that is at the bottom of that footer. And so instead of putting a pipe here on the inside, what we'll just do is run stone along the footer here at the base. Not a big concern for that in there, but we'll have that that stone will be on there. Then that stone will be covered in filter fabric, and then again backfilled in. And then we'll need to tamp down what gets filled in here. We'll need to get tamped down on this. So let me know what you think and put it in the comments here for this project. If you follow this journey, hit subscribe and like, and we'll continue to share what I'm learning. And so there's a lot to this, and I think it's really, really helpful to kind of give yourself to understanding the different elements and the different components. It's just really, really an interesting process, and the more aware and educated people are, the better everything. It just sort of rises the quality of everything that happens with it. All right, catch you on the next one.